that I just thought like, I've got everything I want, or like, I've got the worst of everything. So, like, typically when people get up and share their stories, like you'll get something of like, I had a crippling addiction and God brought me out of it. I've never had that, and I've never really felt like my whole entire life was, riding high on the mountaintop. So my life has been okay, and that's all my story. Thank you. So I guess the thing that I would share is, I came to Minnesota in 2004, right out of high school. I went to North Central University to be a pastor, and because I'm not the one delivering the real message today, I think you all know that I am not a pastor. So that was really shocking to me because, I built my whole life around the fact that I thought God was going to, put me into a traditional ministry position, and He did not. I had been walking this straight and narrow path, expecting God to take me where He was going to take me. And He did not. And my church background had always taught me, you need to stay exactly on the path, or else something bad is going to happen. God is not going to like you if you fall off. And as far as I knew, I was on that path. And I really had no preparation for what was going to happen. But whenever I got to North Central, I had a professor, and he really kind of changed my philosophy on that. He said, we always think of God's will as being the 2x4 path that you kind of have to balance on and be very careful not to fall off of. He said, really you don't want to think of God in that way. Think of Him more as like as a plywood sheet. You can be in a lot of different places and still be in that plywood sheet, or be on that plywood sheet. And if you think of God's will in that way, you're still within God's control, and you're still well within God's plan. Whenever you think of God as that 2x4, you really limit God in what He can do in your life. So despite the fact that I did not have everything that I wanted and everything that I expected in life, I still very much see God in my life. And maybe that's the thing I just want to share today, is that, you don't have to be on the mountaintop every day, and God doesn't have to be constantly redeeming you from the depths to be present in your life. God is there in the okay moments of your day, the mundane moments of your day, and that's okay. That's all. Wow. Thanks.